OK Sports. In this one, you'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Well, every team trying to still figure out, Greg, their playing time. At what point do you feel teams have an established rotation?
Depends on the team, Kevin. You figure you want some consistency not too far into the season.
Here's Bremer outside Pierce. To the middle. And finished off by Williams.
Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. And here is Iverson. He's guarded by Williams. Unloads from 13. Iverson, no good. Here's Bremer. Walker is screen on Snow. Takes it inside. Bremer with the bucket.
Woo-hoo. Quick off the bounce.
Now the 76ers with it. 4-point game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Van Horn. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. No good from outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Right wing. Here's Snow. Makes it off the glass.
Well, the D can give up these kinds of looks, especially to Snow.
The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. Now here's Pierce. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Snow, the pass to Coleman. Celtics shoots over Walker.
Antoine Walker. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Iverson against Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Bremer passes to Walker. Pass to Bremer. Pierce wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. He knows his defense has to bring their A game against this Iverson-led offense. Coach told me AI can break a defense open with his quickness and fearless nature. But we're going to throw some length at him and do our best to stay in front of him. Pound for pound, he's one of the toughest players to guard. Back over to you, Kev.
Okay, David, thanks. The 76ers trail by 5. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Van Horn. Back to Iverson. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
hit that open man. Good shot to great shot.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Sundown. Here's Walker. Over Coleman. Walker in the post. Boy, he was something else against Utah. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Iverson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee. Walker in the corner. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walker's got 5.
And Walker, more than capable stretch 4. A big man with range for days. And how about the confidence?
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the 76ers. Skinner's checked in, and it's Williams in for Van Horn. Iverson against Pierce. Iverson with the bucket.
Check out Iverson getting tricky with the ball, using his handles to slip by the defender.
Williams looking over the floor. Walker with a clean look, and it's Walker again missing. The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Iverson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Coleman. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Got to bring more muscle than that to stop Derek Coleman, because he's excellent at playing through contact.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Now here's McKee. Hasn't made one yet. Iverson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Williams passes to McCarty. Williams against Pierce. Over Williams. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
Boston trailing. Outside, Walker. Pass to McCarty. Outside, Williams. Inside. To end the drought. McCarty, no good.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Williams passes to Coleman. And here is McKee. Here's Coleman. 6 to shoot. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, I'd say a pretty good plan to get the ball to Coleman on that low block. It takes some very physical defense to contain him, and sometimes even that's not enough.
Now here's Williams. He has yet to score. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it's hard to draw those fouls and complete the play that he was able to.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one. Allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Coleman showing real intensity inside, getting right in the defense's face to draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Derek Coleman. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, unique is what Coleman is. Derek Coleman, a big man who can really shoot it, can play inside. He is a real matchup problem for the defense.
McCulloch's checked in for the 76ers. Van Horn comes in for Williams. And he makes both free throws. Now Williams, still without a basket. On the wing, Walker. Driving to the basket. Delt. The three-pointer, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Baker. Here's Delp. Defended by McCulloch. Good on the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-7 run. Now here's Iverson. Here's Van Horn. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 4 assists now tonight.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Now here's Williams. 4-point game. Over in the corner, Williams. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Celtics now. Here's Walker. Some solid defense from Bryant. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-7 run. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, Snow, terrific job there. Just kind of setting the pace. Exceptional at breaking down the defense with his passing.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Snow after the basket by Boston. Here's Van Horn. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. Here's Baker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fantastic work from the big fella inside. Baker's teammates know he can do damage in there.
Snow the pass to Buckner. Pass to Van Horn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Williams kicks to Walker. Williams passes to Walker. Williams sets a screen for Walker to the paint. Clock at 6. And it's Williams finishing it off.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Van Horn. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Van Horn's got 13.
That's reading the defense and getting to the right spot.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Williams. Pass to Delp. Uncovered. He can't hit that time.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Here's Snow. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Here's Delp. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Bremer. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. Pass to Sundown. Great D that time for McCullough. The 76ers leading by 4. Oh, Iverson slicing and dicing. Count it, good.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Here's Bremer. Left side Pierce. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Iverson. There's Iverson through the contact.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Here's Pierce. The shot that time, not on target. Williams with the defensive effort. And here is McKee. Over Delp. Again, Philadelphia.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And this season, the Charlotte Hornets relocating to New Orleans. They're going to go from one small market to another.
And you know what I like about that, Kevin, is the city of Charlotte was promised an expansion franchise. So hoops in the Big Easy, before long, will be hoops in the Queen City. I think everybody wins in that scenario.
Here's the pass to McCarty. Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. A shot by Bremer, no good.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
McKee dishes to Williams. Iverson up top. And Boston with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Pierce. Delp the pass to Pierce. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Now here's McKee. He's guarded closely. To the left wing. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Pass to Delp. Here he goes. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. 3 on 3. Here's Iverson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Iverson's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. For Boston, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Pass to Pierce. Tries the spin move. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Fires from the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the 76ers with some changes. Skinner's checked in, and it's Snow in for McKee. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Nothing offensively yet from them in this second quarter.
First team foul.
Here's Walker. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Sixers.
Here's Snow. Iverson outside. Shoots the 3. They get it back.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Delp the pass to Baker. It's rebounded by Snow. The 76ers leading by 18. Iverson outside. Over Delp. And it's Iverson missing. Celtics shooting 40% from the field. Delp can't get the ball to go down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams kicks to Walker. They double-team Walker. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the 76ers, and the 76ers with possession. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. The shot by Williams, no good. Celtics trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so here is Philadelphia. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Moves back up. The kick out to Williams. Rebound by McCulloch. McCulloch's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Snow against Williams. Iverson outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Delp. The 76ers again can't hit it. And there's the drive. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Snow. They swipe it. Here's Bremer. Up and in on the layup.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. To the inside. McKee. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Boston shooting 41% for the game. Outside Williams. Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. Now Walker. 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Over Snow. Williams' shot is off. Philadelphia shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Snow. Here's Coleman. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Pierce in the corner. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Great poise and agility. You knew Pierce would get that to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Pierce. And something we've seen the last couple years, more and more overseas players, Greg, making their mark in the NBA.
Yeah, Dirk led the way a few years back, and having a big star like Yao Ming come into the league, the NBA might explode in overseas talent.
Pierce for 3. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pierce the pass to Walker. Count it. Walker's got 11.
Defenders so locked in on Pierce made that an easy assist for him.
The 76ers leading by 14. Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Snow. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bremer passes to Walker. To the middle. Here's Baker. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Demonstrating some power right there. Love whenever Baker just throws it down with force.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Pass to McKee. Here's Snow. And here is Iverson. Oh, good on the triple. Williams looking around. Now, here's Walker. Defense is right there. On the wing, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Van Horn. Walker's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 12. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half. Pass to Snow. Iverson outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. The shot's good.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Here's Snow. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Gets it down to single digits. Bremer's got 6 in the quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Down low. Here's Coleman. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you know, Snow knows his team depends on him to do this. A solid floor general.
Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. Outside, Walker. It'll count. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers on top. They're up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The 76ers leading by 10. Pass to Van Horn. Now Iverson. High arcing shot, and that one good. 14 points for Iverson.
Skilled in so many ways. The floater is just one of a number of slick shots Iverson has up his sleeve.
Outside Williams. Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Snow. To the right side. Here's Van Horn. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That's a good find, setting his teammate up for the score.
Celtics trail by 14. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pierce feeling it out a bit. He takes it in, lays it up off the glass. Pierce has got 7.
Pierce doing a nice job navigating his way to the rim. Assertive drive that time.
Here's Iverson. Iverson sneaks his way inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Walker. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Van Horn's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 from Iverson. And Pierce pulls it down. Well, the Celtics shooting reasonably well, 45%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, You got to play without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he ends up missing both free throws. Philadelphia leading by 14. Fires the three. That one is good from Van Horn. Van Horn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has it all grooved in tonight. Coach should tell him to stay in attack mode.
Outside, Walker. Lots of room. Yep, that one goes.
And you know, anytime Twan touches it, he is thinking one thing: bucket.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Iverson. And the shot goes in. Iverson's got 18 points.
Just a passing clinic.
Celtics trail by 17. Here's Bremer. He's got 8. Pass to Williams. Pierce with the screen on Iverson. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Bremer, no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A nice shot by Van Horn.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Bremer. Iverson covering. The shot by Pierce will not go. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Van Horn. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Bremer passes to Williams. Pierce in the high post. He's got 7. And good that time. 9 points in the game so far.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Here's Snow. Rebounded by the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for Williams.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Snow. Inside. Here's Coleman. Rebounded by the Celtics. Walker's got 8 rebounds in this game. Williams inside. Iverson covering. Williams passes to Walker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Walker's got 15 points.
Everything is falling for Walker. He is dominating this game.
Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. Stolen by Pierce. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Williams. Stripped it away. Here's Snow. Here's Van Horn. Stolen by Walker. Bremer passes to Pierce. Count it. Pierce has got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Pass to Snow. Here's Buckner. Snow, the pass to Buckner.
Boston foul. Antoine Walker. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Bryant. Here's Buckner. Nothing on the board. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Skinner. No good, unable to end this run. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Delk. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Pass to Van Horn. Over Pierce. And Boston with the rebound. And now Pierce running the floor all by himself. Here's Buckner. Plays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 13.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Boston.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. Over Pierce. Van Horn, no good. Celtics on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Delp. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Pierce. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Pierce has got 13 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Celtics foul. J.R. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Boston. Snow, the pass to Buckner. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Van Horn. And they pick up 2. Van Horn's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shots good by Walker.
You know, Walker is really reliable as a catch-and-shoot guy because he's thinking shot even before the pass gets there.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Buckner. Outside Williams. Pass to McKee. 5 on the clock. From T. Iverson. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Pierce. From the arc. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Baker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics.
Boy, Ben Baker really is a problem for the defense when he's locked in. I mean, solid at hitting the glass and does a good job on the offensive boards.
Outside Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you can't overlook any trip to the line. These points could end up making the difference.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that.
Take a break.
They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get one of two. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-5 run. A nice shot by Delp. Delp's got 12 in the game.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Iverson outside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Wanting to get his teammates in the rhythm, Iverson showing leadership with these types of passes.
Williams against Iverson. Back to Williams. To the paint. Here's Pierce. And it's Pierce with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Buckner, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics on offense. They're on a 20-7 run. Williams with the ball. Iverson picks him up. Pierce in the high post. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Williams gets the bucket.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Williams. Still scoreless. Pass to McCarty. Now Pierce. There's the triple. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. And McKee kicks to Williams. Back to McKee. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Celtics trail by 7. Williams with the ball. Outside Pierce. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Iverson outside. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Pierce. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on the shot. Pierce has got 17 points here in the second half.
And Pierce knows how to get to his spot. And when he gets there, he knows how to convert.
First personal foul, 4th team foul.
"20 seconds left to play in the third. Williams against McKee. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Buckner. Launches it. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Williams. On the wing, Walker. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Van Horn. And there it is for him. Van Horn's got 28.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Williams against Iverson. Pass to Dell. No one near him. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Iverson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 20 points for Iverson.
You know, I mean, heck, Iverson just out there doing what he does best, scoring the rock. And the defense hasn't had much of an answer, pun intended.
Here's Walker. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
First team foul. 76ers foul. Eric Snow. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for two, Antoine Walker.
And the first one drops.
A stretch four who also does a good job getting his teammates involved. Walker, an integral part of any team that he's on.
So he gets them both. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Iverson outside. Pass to Van Horn. Can't hit from in close. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 5. A nice shot by Dell.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Allen Iverson on the wing. All sorts of time. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Iverson's got 4 points this quarter.
He's simply on a tear right now and showing no signs of slowing down.
On the wing, Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul.
Oh, aggressive play by Walker, not allowing the defense to cut him off completely there with the foul.
Antoine Walker. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Philadelphia leading by 3. Snow, the pass to Iverson.
Boston foul. Williams. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Six to shoot. Shot, high post. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A nice shot by Dell.
Off to the races and able to score before the defense could set up.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Van Horn. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Williams. Walker in the corner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Got the benefit of the whistle on that play.
At the line for Boston, Antoine Walker, taking 2 shots.
That one falls for Walker. And so he hits both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Iverson. Going inside, down low, McCullough, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
One shot.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Walker. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
To the wing on the left. Snow, the pass to Van Horn. 4 on the clock. And Sundog pulls it down.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Williams against Snow. They set the screen. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Walker to take the lead. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Substitution on the court.
Williams against McKee. Coleman gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Williams passes to Walker. Outside Williams. They set the pick. Pass to McCarty. And that one is hammered home.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Iverson outside. Rebound by the Celtics. Walker's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Pierce. And he banks in the layup. Pierce has got 24 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The 76ers trail by 3. And here is McKee. Iverson left side. Over Pierce. That misses off the backboard. Celtics have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Baker. Now here's Walker. It's Pierce on the wing. Guarded by McKee. 5 to shoot. The shot by Pierce will not go. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And McKee kicks to Iverson. Deflects the pass and stolen by Williams. And they're running. Outside Pierce. Over Coleman. Again, Pierce missing. The 76ers trail by 3. Williams dishes to McKee. Spins. Trying to get something going, and he lays it up and in. Coleman's got 4 points in the quarter.
You've got to put a body on Coleman because when you don't, he'll hurt you.
The Celtics call time. Van Horn, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Snow comes in for Williams. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Williams passes to Baker. Back to Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Philadelphia's shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. Now McKee. Coleman, the pass to Iverson. To take the lead. That one's not going to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
With some arc, that shot is off. The 76ers trail. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Baker passes to Bremer. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
Because he loves to deliver in the big spots, these moments are just what Antoine Walker wants.
And the layup is off. Boston leading by 3. Here's Bremer. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
14 foul.
Williams outside. It's Pierce on the wing. Guarded by McKee. Shot clock at 2. Takes the 13-footer. That one misses.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Doesn't get that one. For Boston, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Williams, a screen on McKee. On the wing, Walker. From 11. Can't get it to go.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Iverson fires. And it doesn't go.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Here's against McKee. 14 feet away, and it's off.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Outside to Walker. Jumper is off.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up again.
They go to Coleman to deliver a strong finish, and they trust him to make the play when he gets it.
The Celtics call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Here's Bremer. Left side, Walker. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.